Welcome to Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N, the first and only place for movie reviews live at the cinema.
Just finished watching Alita Battle Angel. Let's get straight into it.
Ben, what do you think about it?
You know, I actually really enjoyed this film. Like, the CGI in this, because I've heard a lot of people talk about the CGI and it's amazing, it's like next level, like Avatar, like level. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. Like, Alita, I liked her, man.
I was sitting next to you in the film. Yeah. I know you had some qualms. You seemed like you had a lot to say. But let's start with your first impressions on what you enjoyed of the film.
Yeah, I think like everyone else, I think the CGI was fantastic. I don't use the word fantastic, but yeah, it was good. Especially Alita. The CGI on her was immaculate.
So you touched on the CGI there and compared it to Avatar. So, you know, it's made by the same guys who's done Avatar, James Cameron, John Landau, the producer. They made Avatar. Obviously, this has come years after that.
Something else I also liked was the direction. I know it was Robert Rodriguez's director. The action sequences, not only how the CGI looked, but how they were directed, the music, the angles, everything was superb.
I think comparing the CGI to Avatar, I think this is a lot better, to be fair. Personally, I think the CGI, the cinematics, the visuals of this film, it's what made the film for me.
I think they don't call it CGI, they call it like performance capture or something. So that you can see like the emotions she was conveying was very lifelike, very like in the beginning you can see like the sense of discovery in her face. You can see like it looked like
even
legit.
the detail in her eyes. And I know people like having issues of, oh, her eyes are too big, but I think it's like a throwback to the manga. But yeah, I think overall it was very good set pieces, very good action scenes. I didn't really feel, I'm not really into the whole love story.
This forced romance plot.
You think it was forced?
I thought it was pretty forced.
I disagree.
I thought it was forced.
I disagree.
I think
He don't deserve her. She's too good for him.
He doesn't deserve that shot. And she was ready to give her life away for man. Pulled out the heart like it was nothing.
Literally have my heart. Here it is. Take it.
Imagine that. Yeah, most girls give up their, punani, and she's just giving up her heart.
But no, I don't think it was a false romance, to be honest with you. I think actually that was, apart from the visuals of the film, I think the romance between Hugo and Alita was actually one of the nicer moments of the film. Me personally, I thought story-wise maybe a little bit lacking. I don't know what you thought about that, Ben.
I mean, I thought it was a pretty good plotline. Like, I'm now invested in this world. Like, this world they created, we knew nothing about it, and now I feel like I have a feel of what it is, what's up there, what's like outside of their city. I thought they've really painted a picture for us for future films.
But are you going to get a future film? That's the thing. This one took so long to make.
Like 25 years, like
maybe.
James Cameron takes his time with these things, man.
Listen, well, for me, it feels like this story here was unfinished. We've got an unfinished story here. There's more to be told, and I was not convinced we're going to get it. I don't think we're going to be lucky enough, personally.
I
don't think we'll get it. I don't think. Like you say, maybe when we're 50 years old, so 30 years time, maybe we'll get it. Best part of the film. What's your favorite bit?
Was the motorball. I wish we had some more of the motorball.
Oh yeah, that was
would have
good.
been nice to
I think
see.
mine is out of the motorball and the bar fight. I think the bar fight, especially the end of the bar fight, really good stuff and really good action scenes, man. I can't say that enough.
The bar fight. I actually quite
bar
enjoyed
fight.
the bar fight. Yes, because
Did you like her speech?
no, because I thought, oh, this is so cringy. Like, what's she doing?
I was thinking that.
And then her boyfriend was like, oh yeah, we should go. Then she's like, stand back. I was like, okay, what's going on now?
I think for me, the best part about this film was just Alita herself. What they'd done with her. She was just. She was a badass, man. She just killed it. When she turned up to the factory and she just went and took down all those metal gears, just sliced them all up. I thought she's just. She's just very Ride-on-S with the sword. Very Ride-on-S. Good reference. I like that. So, is there anything in particular that you didn't like about this film?
Well, I didn't like the third act. I felt like the third act of the movie was all over the place for me. I feel like when you have the third act of movies, you have a situation where they have a villain that they have to fight, and they go for that villain, and they just go for it. But with this film, it felt like she was just given tasks to jump from one place to the next. One was, okay, now I got to save Hugo. Okay, cool. Now I got to save this person. I just felt like it was an incomplete story for me.
Leaving some for the future.
Yeah, I mean that's the intention, but I feel like, are we ever gonna have a second? Doubt it.
Not even when they killed the dog.
They killed the damn dog.
That broke my heart.
And they killed the damn kids. I can't believe that.
I don't care about the kids.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't care about the kids. Ban the kids. Ban the kids. They killed the dog. They killed the dog.
You know what? When they actually
They killed the dog, man. Little Yoshi. They killed him.
I said, ah! And I made that noise. Ah!
Yeah, for me, like I said earlier, I think the story-wise, I think it was just a little bit lacking. Didn't develop enough of the characters for me. So Dr. Edo, he's from the city in the sky.
Talking of Dr. Edo, Christoph Waltz, once again, another cracking.
He done well, didn't he?
I don't think he can have a poor performance, man.
Speaking of the cast in this film, I think all of them have done really well. So the guy who played Hugo, I thought he done good performance. Jennifer Connelly, I thought her role, she done very well as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, I liked a lot of the performances in the film, surprisingly, especially the bounty hunter. His performance was great. Pretty much. I mean, as far as the performance is concerned, I couldn't fault them.
So let's get into scores. What would you give this film out of 10?
You know, visually, I can't really fault it. The character development I thought was really good. Everyone had their own arc kind of thing. However, the whole romance plot line I didn't really like the fact he died once. I felt it, died again, whatever. Waste of time. 7.5.
Man, I think I would give this, I want to give it a 7.5, but I feel like I enjoyed it enough to give it an 8. I think the performances warrant that 8. And I feel like the film did well enough to be an 8, so I'm going to go over 8.
Me personally, I think the visuals were amazing. I think Alita herself was incredible. I just thought the story was a little bit weak. I wanted more. Seeing Edward Norton at the end as Nova was a nice little touch. That was a bit teasing. I want to know more about Nova. I want to know more about the city. So hopefully we get to see a follow-up, because I would love to see what happens now. I'm assuming Elite is going to become multiple champion. With that said, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Great visuals, lacking story.
I wasn't bored at any point in the film.
I wasn't either, that's the thing, yeah.
I was interested in the story, interested in Alita, obviously her journey. One thing, she didn't lose any fights. Obviously we know that's because in her past she was this like 300-year-old warrior. She has all this experience.
Well, you can still see the threat.
This legendary fighting style that these robots have.
Yeah.
In terms of mangas that get translated into film, I think this was a triumph.
Yeah.
Considering what has come before.
That's true.
I think it is a triumph. So you could actually see that the directors and the producers actually really cared about what they were translating onto the page. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think, the ending just about shaved the score a little bit for me, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would recommend you going to watch it even if you're not a fan of the manga or interested in manga at all. As a visual spectacle, it's worth seeing this film in cinemas, IMAX if you can. Yeah, that's been our review of Alita Battle Angel. What did you think of the film? Let us know in the comments below. Our average scores between the 4 of us that review the film will be floating here somewhere. And as always, make sure you like, share and subscribe. And until next time, we've been the Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N. Peace out.